Hi, it's Bridgette with Above Life Channel. Today I'm going to channel a celebrity that I have never met before in the afterlife or in human life, and I really don't know that much about her. I know a little bit, but not much, and so I'm going to need you, Above Life channelers, to help me to fill in the blanks here. Okay, so don't be shy about adding some stuff in the comments, fill in the blanks, the details for me, and if you have questions for her, please post them. I anticipate this particular channel video will probably be short because I really don't have a rapport with this particular lovely lady, but I hope to build one if you can help me do that, okay? And let's be clear, she was not on my I want a channel list. She just popped in and kind of it really didn't go away. I could feel kind of the bubble of like there's a spirit that wants to connect, but I didn't necessarily know for sure who it was. Then all of a sudden a name came forward and I just kind of left it alone for about an hour, and then all of a sudden I was sitting down to do some general videos for my channel, and bam, this is the person. So you got to help me with this one, you guys, okay? All right, so I'm at my kitchen table where all the magic happens, and there's a chair across from me, and she's sitting in the chair, and we're going to have tea. We're going to have some tea, and I have my Disneyland cup here, my Minnie Mouse cup. So all about the LA, Hollywood area. It's nice to meet you. We've never met before, but I have a great deal of appreciation and respect for Hollywood and movie stars and actresses and stuff for that work. I'm sure it's very difficult, very hard work. She said, yes, yes. So ladies and gentlemen who are watching this audio, we are going to talk with Natalie Wood. And I understand Natalie. Is it okay if I call you Natalie instead of Miss Wood? Oh, absolutely. She's like, absolutely, absolutely. She's really friendly. I saw your beautiful dark hair this morning, and then the name Natalie came forward. Natalie Wood, Natalie Wood. And your energy just seems so like charismatic, go-getter. It feels like very robust as far as like character development and the type of actress you could be, like very much a hard worker, really dedicated, but just has this like lot of spirit energy. and she's like, well, thank you for recognizing that. And I'm not familiar with, I'm sorry to say that I'm not familiar with any of your movies or anything. I don't really know what you're famous for. I know you're a famous actress. I know you're a very famous actress. I do know that your death was really, I don't know the details. I just know that it was there's like questionable. And so I'm not sure. Do you want to maybe talk about that, like how people would best to know you? And so right away she says sunshine. So I don't know if there's a movie with the word sunshine in it, or sunshine, something sunshine, but sunshine comes forward, just an image. Like I literally see like what looks like a flashcard that has like an orange sun on it, and it's just a simple sunshine energy. And I want to say, for some reason, I wanted to say green with your name, like Natalie Green something, but that's not right. That might be a different actress, but that came forward a little bit, but it doesn't feel accurate. Feels like you have a daughter. Is that true? Do you have a daughter? I have a child. I think you only have one, but maybe a stepson. One girl and then like a boy, but it doesn't feel like they're together. Something's different about this. And I apologize if I don't see all of your children. I don't understand the family dynamics. It looks like you were married multiple times. Sorry, 2 or 3 times. It looks like 2-3. Were you married to the same person twice? Not really, she said. So she's showing me the boat. That's your death scene or your transition point. Do you want to talk about that? That's something that's kind of drama ridden, I think. And you don't have to, because that's not really my thing. Like I'm not about the gossip. But if that's where you want to take us, then we're willing to go there. So far we have sunshine, I feel a daughter, and then I see a son, but it might be a stepson or something. And I see 2-3 marriages. So that either means you were married twice to the same person, or you were almost married a third time or something. There's like 2 and then 2, boom, boom. And then there's like a dash and then there's a third. Unless that was like somebody you really loved. There's somebody named Jeff or Jeffrey that she wants to acknowledge, and she admires or loves, or there's an adoration is a perfect word. Thank you. Thanks for the energy theme. Her energy is really in the throat chakra. She has a great voice. Her voice is she has such a good voice. Like the range that she had. Are you a singer? Because your voice is just like, you have this range of voice. I'm not known for singing, no. She says, no, I'm not known for singing, no. I'm not known for that. But her voice, just the content of her, the quality, it's so cool. I love orators, great speakers, and your voice has this just powerful quality. She says, thank you. Thank you. So she's got a great personality, feels kind of Farrah Fawcett generation-like. I don't know if that makes sense. It sounds probably weird to say that, but, and she has very pretty, probably could have been a model. I love the gorgeous dark hair. Jeffrey. She talks about adoration for Jeffrey. And he's crossed over. He's in heaven as well. And she talks about the club or the course. Like, I don't know if there was a country club on a golf course or something, but she talks about that, being there, spending time there. It looks like someplace beautiful. It looks like it is in California, I believe, near Santa Barbara, between Hollywood, the Hollywood Hills, and between Hollywood and Santa Barbara or something. And she says, oh, the coast is so beautiful. The coast is beautiful. And she talks about loving Hawaii and the islands. And I'm assuming it's Hawaii. I said Hawaii, but like, because that's what I know. Like I haven't been to well, I guess I've been to Barbados, but I guess I have been to a few Caribbean islands. Anyway, not about me, about you. She talks about the islands, loving the islands, just loving the islands and being outside and the sunshine and the air and you have to be careful. She says you have to be careful. You have to take care of your skin. You do have to take care of your skin. She says, I want all the young starlets to know you must take care of your skin. And I think she has perfect skin, but you must take care of your skin. You must take care of your skin. You must do that. That is very important. She says that is very important. And there's something on her wrist that she's like twisting or turning, and it looks like a thick, like a 1980s type or maybe 70s type. It's like a bracelet that looks like it's a shell. It's a big shell. It's like a bangle or something, but it's a big cuff. It's not a cuff because it doesn't slide this way. She comes on. It's got gold around the edges, and it's kind of like the salmon color, thick, like a coral kind of shell, coral. Like a bracelet, it looks like. It almost like I was thinking there's a watch on it because she shows me this, and then it looks white at first, and then I look closer and I can describe it to you. And then like that salmon color, like kind of how they, like the old Hollywood colors, like the salmon and then the gold. I always think of like the peach and salmon colors as old Hollywood. I don't know. I love that. I think that's a cool vibe. But I thought, then she showed it to me white first, and I zoomed in on it. I could see it like that. When I saw it as white, it feels like it was referring to time. So it could be a memento for her from a point in time in her life, or a happy memory, or it could be something that you might recognize of her in a picture or in a movie or something. Somebody might know that. If you do, please put it in the comments. And she says, okay, are you ready to move on to the next thing? And she's got this big sun hat on, and she's got these sunglasses, and I feel like we're on this boat, and I do not like boats. So she's like, it's just a spirit boat. It's a spiritual boat. It's no big deal. She's like, you'll be totally fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm like, okay, thanks. And then she's got this cool like scarf tied around her, kind of like trying to make sure that, you know, her décolleté and stuff doesn't get sunburnt and stuff like that. But it's light, really light, sheery and stuff. And it's warm and sunny. And I think it's her husband was there. I want to say Robert Wagner. I think that's right. I don't know for sure. Robert, I think it's Robert. Was there, and it looks like a sailboat thing or something. There's sails and stuff, and it feels like there was somebody else on board, at least one more person, and it kind of feels like a helper or somebody that was either cleaning or making food or something. There's somebody else on board. And then I see like metal, like little metal kind of like edges or fencing around the top where you're walking and trying to make sure you don't, like, fall or trip or whatever. And she says, interesting you should say that. Now she has these white pants on, and it looks like a scarf is tied around as a belt on her white pants, and they're straight pants. The legs are straight. They're wide leg pants. And they're like a cotton, they're heavier, and then a white shirt, and then it's has a little bit of a collar, and it's unbuttoned. And it looks like there's another shirt underneath that's kind of like a, it's white, the overshirt. And the undershirt's kind of like a mocha or a khaki color, like a tank top type thing underneath. And then these beautiful sunglasses and this big white hat now. And she's saying, let me show you, come back here. So she's bringing me back to the back of the boat. It looks like there's a stairs going down, and they're sleeping on one side, and there's like something else on the other side, and it's down below. And then there's another room in the back, and I don't know if it's like the galley or the kitchen. There's something else on the left side. So that's what I'm seeing. It's like shiny wood kind of stuff. It's pretty. And she's saying, like, not feeling well, like headaches. Like, she used to get headaches a lot. And she said, I took medication. She said, I took medication. Like, so like a Fiorinol or a headache medication, like nowadays it'd be like an Amitrex or something, like a headache medication. Like, she used to get headaches and like stress headaches. And she said, she's saying that she thinks that her headaches were caused by an injury to her back that she received at one point, either in a car accident or a bike accident, because I feel like bike or motorcycle or something. So it may have been in another country, or it may have been part of a movie, I don't know, but she's saying in an accident, like a vehicle accident, and that she had a back injury, and that she thinks the headaches are caused by that. But then, of course, it could be stress too, because there was concern. It feels like at the time of her death that there was negotiation about a script or movie deal, or possibly television, because I see TV, so it could have been like a made-for-TV movie or something, or an actual big screen movie, or a series. It doesn't look like a series. It looks like it would be like a mini series or something. And so there were negotiations about that, and there was this like I'm not sure about it. And she's like, I was tired too. I had just gotten off of it feels like quite an extended vacation or break. And she said I needed to work again. I wanted to get back to work, and that's the only thing I knew that would make me calm and make me comfortable. And she's telling me she was dealing with some like tragedy or something in her life that really affected her prior to her death. Like, it feels like she had a loss, like somebody died maybe close to her, or somebody was really sick close to her, or something. It feels like there was something really sad, like sick. It almost feels sick. It almost feels like a parent or somebody like close, And it really just it took its toll on her, and made her think about her own life, and her own health and stuff. And so she's saying that she knew that getting back to work and focusing on work would really help her. And she wasn't sure how that was going to go. And she didn't want to be cast as, some old lady or somebody's mother and as like a secondary character. And she's saying, it's not that I thought there's no part that's too good or that I would be too good for. It's just what best fits me and what I want to express and share. The work that I want to do, what best fits that. And she's showing me that she's written. Like, she may have written scripts. She shows me writing, like that she writes. And I don't know if she wrote a book, or I don't know if she wrote script, or I don't know. If you know, and put in the comments if she wrote a book, write that in the comments. If you know she was a writer, write that in the comments. But she's showing me she's written. That's fabulous. That's a great way to be really versatile and to stay relevant. That's fantastic. That is really impressive. I can't wait to, after this video, I'm going to go Google some of this stuff and find out, but I can't do that until after I've actually posted it with you, because I want it really to be authentic. Like, I don't want to, I don't want it to seem like I know stuff before I know it, because I don't know anything about Natalie Wood. She has like 4 names, it looks like. Why do you have 4 names? Multiple marriages. Oh, she's like, oh, my given name, you mean? And there's some kind of a Jan or Janelle name that's associated with her, or Janice, something like that. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's her or if it's somebody close to her. And then she's talking about a sister, that she has a sister. And And we did not talk about, you showed me the boat and you showed me all that. And I know that you drowned. I know that. And it was like tragic. And I know that part. But I also know that it was questionable. Like people were concerned that it was like a domestic abuse situation or that you were, you know, that there was other stuff going on. And she sits up really straight and she's like, it's like the energy I get is like, I don't want to talk about it. Like it's very serious. This is serious. She said there's a lot of people involved in this and many that could be hurt or impacted by our conversation, by whatever is shared. Any more than what already has, though? I mean, it feels really serious. Like she literally sits up. It feels really serious. And her back, like my back is killing me all of a sudden. Like I got, oh my God, the low back just hurts bad. Like I fell back against something and then I flipped and falling back against something, low back getting hurt. And then like this, and this big, I don't see anybody, like she's not like, remember I'm clairvoyant, so I see. She's not showing me like a struggle with somebody else. She's showing me like, almost like I'm seeing half of a fight, like she's fighting with a ghost or something. Like there's not a person. She's not identifying a person as doing this, anything to her, but I'm seeing what the opposite side of what almost looks like a fight, like low back, really painful low back, and kind of feeling sick to my stomach, queasy, and not really feeling very well, and head just hurting so bad, like almost like the medication was not right or too much medication. And then my head is just killing me, and I can't tell if she actually, and it's the left side here, I can't tell if she hit her head or if it just was hurting so bad. She's telling me she already had a headache and she wasn't feeling well, so she took medicine and she laid down, and her stomach, it made her stomach really sick, and it was almost like she was questioning, is it like the medicine? Did the medicine just make me really, really sick? And like it looked like she came upstairs and she's really confused. Like, and it's almost like what I might imagine if someone had alcohol and like narcotic, like heavy medication, pain medication or something, or maybe narcotics even. I don't even know if that's right. But alcohol and pain medication, and just really kind of being really like super confused and like falling down. And then I feel this like kind of jolting, and then I feel my head just going back, and then I fall back into the water. She falls backwards into the water, and then she shows me looking up, and she sees somebody is looking over. There is somebody there at the time of her death looking over at her. There's somebody looking over at her, but I don't know who it is. It's a guy, but I don't know that it was the man that she was with, Robert or whoever it was. I don't know that it was him. I can't tell that. She's not telling me that, which is fine. I totally respect that. I'm not pushing you. We're not about busting, open murder cases or anything like that. She's just saying that the series of events was, it's unyielding. The pain was just unyielding. And it was just, she said it was rather an accident, but it was a string of events that led to her falling over and drowning in the water. And I feel like I'm woozy and I don't know what's going on, and I fall back and I hit the water, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And it's almost like my body cannot respond or react, and it just sinks. I don't know if she couldn't swim, because she literally doesn't even move. She hits the water and she's like, okay, wait. Were you unconscious when you hit the water? Yes. She was unconscious when she hit the water, which would mean you hit your head or somebody hit you before you hit the water. But she's going in backwards. Her head hurts really bad. First, her back hurts. Like I'm feeling like I'm going backwards, like I'm falling backwards. I hit my back and my head. She doesn't show me the point. If there was a hit on the head or I fell and hit my head, I don't see that. She's not showing me that. She says, I can't show you that. I can't show you that. Okay. And I don't know if it's because I'm not willing to see that, because I don't want to know everything, because there's a part of Bridgette that's like, I don't want to know all this stuff, you know. But when she drowned, she was unconscious, because it gives me this feeling that she can't swim. And I don't know if she actually couldn't swim or if she was unconscious when she hit the water. I feel like she was out of it when she hit the water. She was out of it. I want to say she was unconscious. That might not be 100% accurate, you guys. It might be that she didn't know how to swim and she was so altered that she couldn't do anything. But she didn't, it's kind of eerie because it doesn't look like she struggled. It just looks like almost a scene from a movie where her arms are up and her back is, and then she just kind of fades back in and she can see somebody at the top, and then there's just water. And the water is like really eerily peaceful, she's saying. It was dark and it was like a navy blue velvety blanket. She said the sky and the water, and she said you would think it would be horrific and frightening, and if you were looking at it, it could be scary, and you could feel that way. She said, but in the water, she said she's saying that she wasn't in like our mind as we're talking right now. She and I are talking right now. She wasn't in her mind like that to be able to process any of it like that. She said it was all very just surreal. It just was like a movie. She said you described it perfectly. And she said, I want people to understand that I didn't struggle, that it wasn't horrific or painful for me. And it was surprising. It was surprising. I knew things were escalating though in my life, and I knew that I needed to get out of the situations that I had put myself in and make better choices, she's saying, for my health and for my wellness and my well-being. And that includes the people in my life as well. And she's saying that includes the people in my life. And I see wine glasses too. So I'm looking at the deck of the boat and I can see wine glasses. It looks like red wine, if anybody wants to know that. And I see that. And I actually see, flowers in the water. Like people throwing, like a boat going out and people throwing flowers into the water, wherever it was that you were perhaps. Or if you loved the water or the ocean, maybe that's what it was. But it seems like people are throwing flowers in the water. That's really quite beautiful, actually. That's a pretty memorial. And then I just a quick snapshot and I see a picture of Cleopatra, and it looks like Elizabeth Taylor as Cleopatra. And that seems really random to me. If anybody knows why Natalie Wood would show me a picture at the end of our conversation, because we're wrapping it up here, picture, insert picture, still frame of a beautiful Liz Taylor in this Cleopatra look. If anybody knows what that's about, let me know. Well, Natalie, it's been a pleasure connecting with you and channeling, and maybe we'll hear from some fans and people that can fill in the blanks. And if you do have additional questions for her at some point in the future, perhaps we could revisit or connect again. And she said, you're going to talk to some of my friends. She's like, you're going to talk to some of my girlfriends. I'm definitely willing to come back again. I feel like we're interviewing for like a magazine. It's kind of funny. She has a great vibe, and it's kind of professional, but it makes me feel comfortable. Like I'm not nervous around her, but I can feel her talent. Clearly talented. Clearly. Thank you for your time. She's like, well, there's no time because you know it's divine. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching. This is Bridgette from Above Life channel. If you have enjoyed this, make sure you like it. And also subscribe to this channel so you can get weekly channeled messages and listen in to conversations from other famous people from the afterlife. And be sure to share this with your friends.